We'll start by just breathing some natural breaths, just in and out, breathing naturally. So when we think about yoga, we want to think about coming into balance. The balance physically, we practice that standing, on one foot, but balance in our consciousness as well. So we don't lean too far to one side, we don't lean too far to the other side, but we stay nice and neutral. Our doshas, which is a word that means out of balance in the body. So we're always trying to get our body and our mind back into balance. And we can do this by just observing it, noticing. Do we think too many negative thoughts? Do we think too many positive thoughts? Or can we just have kind of a neutral mindset? The body takes on qualities that the mind puts out. So if your mind is putting out stress and is putting out unease, the body will then take on that as well, and will find unease and maybe pain and some suffering in your body as well. So just being able to observe our thoughts in our mind and our physical body, know these things are connected. And now let's just take a deep breath in for the count of 4, and we'll exhale for the count of 6. And I do realize the count of 6 is an extra long breath. And even if you don't get to 6, just try. Just see if you can, add a little bit more. See what happens. So we'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale, nice and slow. Just breathe naturally now. Just breathe naturally. I invite you to practice every now and again, just breathing a nice normal inhalation and try to exhale out a little bit more than you take in, because that could relax your nervous system. Let's start with our hands on our lap, and you can open your eyes. We're going to take just a couple little twists here. Slide your hands forward and back on your knees, moving the shoulders, one shoulder forward, one shoulder back, just sliding. Go nice and slow. Notice if anything's bothering you today, be careful with that. And you can add in the neck and just look over from side to side if that feels good in your neck. If not, just kind of stay kind of neutral in the head. We're also warming up our hands by rubbing our legs. Keep breathing. If you'd like to do some ujjayi breathing, breathe in and out of your nose. Just seal your lips. That fiery breath to warm us up. Very good. All right. Now slow down and come back to center, hands on your lap. Spread out your fingers. Press your hands into your thighs. Lift your head up and drop your shoulders down. Now push your chest forward. Maybe even squeeze your elbows in towards your ribs. Extend the neck and the throat. Now exhale and round and tuck your chin towards your chest for cat. And we'll do that again. Inhale, hands to the middle of your legs. Push your chest and chin up. Maybe get a little bigger than the last one. And then back to cat. So move through some cats and cows. Remember, these are postures to kind of move the spine, to enliven the experience. What are you feeling? How's your breath working in your body today? Roll those shoulders in And roll the shoulders back. Exaggerate your movements if it feels good. Doesn't have to look pretty, it just needs to feel right. Oops, and we'll turn my phone off. Nobody ever calls me this early. All right, let's do 2 more. And back to a neutral spine. Now take your hands, give them a little shake out to the side. And then reach your arms out to a T. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Make sure you're firmly planted on your seat so you don't fall out. And then we'll reach over here to the right. And then reach back through center and reach to the left. Good, now back through center. Now take your right arm to your left shoulder and bring your left hand behind you. And now reach your right arm back out. Left hand comes to right shoulder. Reach back behind you with the right hand. And then we're just going to move from side to side. There's a little twist. Right hand to left shoulder, left hand behind you. Center. Keep going. There we go. Nice job, guys. Breathe and move. Let's do 1 more on each side. And then bring your arms back out to a T. And then we'll stretch the arms up overhead. See if you can squeeze your arms by your ears. And then widen them out more like a V shape so that loosens up the shoulders. Maybe reach your arms back, push your belly forward. And then exhale nice and slow, bring the hands back down. Let's roll out our shoulders. Inhale up, back, down, and forward. These are kind of staple poses that are movements that we should do every day. Kind of loosens up the muscles in the shoulders. Right, 1 more big circle here. And then we'll take the right hand out to the right side and bring it all the way over here to the left side of your head. Drop your right ear to the right shoulder. See if you can find a stretch on the left side of your neck. Nice big breaths in and out. And then release your right hand down. Take your left arm out. Left hand over here towards your right ear. And you don't have to press your hand into the head. You're just kind of laying it there. It's just encouraging a little bit more weight. And if that doesn't feel good, don't use your hand. You don't have to use it. Inhale and exhale. And then release your left hand down. Reach both arms back out to a T. And then we're going to crisscross the right arm on top and then hold your shoulders. Point your elbows out. See if you can squeeze. And then round and tuck your chin towards your chest. Breathe in and out through your spine. So feel that your spine is moving. That inhale stretches it out. The exhale softens it. Now, and next time you inhale, lift up your chest, reach the arms back out. Now, push your palms away like you're pushing out the sides of the wall. Lift up your chin. So you'll feel the stretch right there on your inside of your wrist. And now we'll switch sides. So the last time our left arm was on the bottom, this time our left arm is going to be on the top. Give yourself a hug. Lift your elbows up and out. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Around your spine. Inhale and exhale. All right, inhale, rise up, reach your arms back out to a T. Take your right hand down, left arm over your head for the side body stretch. And switch sides. Right arm to the left. And the left arm back to the right. Flow nice and smooth. That feels so good today. All right, let's do one more on each side. And then we'll lower our hands both back down. Take your hands and put them on your thighs. Lean forward and stretch out your neck. So come into that flat back. I gotta scoot back or I'm in your face, huh? So come, hands on your thighs. Push your tailbone back behind you and bring your head forward. Nice flat back. Now we're gonna slide our hands to our ankles. So slide down from your shins. Once your hands get down there, wherever they're gonna be, you can let the top of your head drop, or you can keep your head up. Take what you need today. Take a couple breaths here, stretching out the low back. I guess the mid back too. All right, now when you are ready, actively press your feet into the ground. Slide your hands up your shins, your knees into your hip crease. Take your thumbs out away from you, off your legs, and then inhale, reach up to the sky. And then bring your right knee in. So lift up the right foot, squeeze the right knee in, and then exhale, we're gonna fold over both legs, drop the right foot down. Now slide up to your flat back, bring your shoulders back, head forward, and then fold again. Inhale, rise up, lift the left knee with your arms. Flex the left foot as if you're standing on something and reach out through your fingertips. Try to bring the knee in. And then we'll exhale, drop the foot and lower the arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up, right knee with your arms. Flex your right foot. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, empty out and fold. Rise up, left knee. And fold. So now move at a pace that works for you. You can go faster or slower than me. And just move and breathe. Take your time. Inhale goes, everything reaches out. The exhale is when everything folds in. Inhale like into that flat back. Exhale when you fold deeper. And see if you can keep a nice rhythmic pattern. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, just try to breathe and move with mindfulness. Let's do one more on each side. And then when you're all finished, finish out that last forward fold, that last half lift, And all the way to mountain pose, all the way up with the hands to the sky. And then bring your hands to heart center in prayer. And just close your eyes and take a moment to feel your body, to check in with your heart rate. Notice what's going on here and now. Still good? All right. So you're going to open your eyes. We're going to move into a downward facing dog in our chair. So take your feet, stretch them out in front of you. Tilt this down so you can see my feet. So just like you would if you were on the floor, I want you to bring your feet to your toes pointing up and just your heels down. Soften your knees so you don't lock them out. And then we'll take our arms and we're going to reach out in front of you. Spread your fingers apart and then lean into it. See if you can find a stretch in the back of your hamstrings here. So push out through your hands. Like if there's a wall in front of you, you're pushing the wall out. See if you can find that stretch in your legs. Now, your gaze can be in between your hands. You can look down at the floor in front of you, or you can even look at your belly button and you'll feel the nice stretch in the back, your neck. If you look down maybe to your knees. Everybody got it? All right, now hands come to the shins. Drop the head down. Now this is a forward fold. Make sure your knees are soft. Don't lock out the back of them. Now slide your hands up your legs. Flatten both feet to the ground. So press your toes into the ground. Roll your shoulders back. And then lift your arms up. And then reach back behind you and hold the sides of the chair or the seat of the chair and push your feet into the ground. Push your heart up and stretch your chin forward. So you can even take your bottom jaw in front of your top teeth and stretch out your jaw. Good. And now we'll come back to neutral with our chin. Turn your feet up so your toes point up. Swoop your arms to the sky. And then hinge back at the waist, back into your downward facing dog. Push out through like you're pushing your palms at something. Now just lift the chest. See if you can make your spine longer. Push out. Don't fall out of your chair though. Now take your gaze either down or forward or in between your hands. Remember, if you look down, maybe in between your knees, you'll get the stretch in your neck. We'll hold this for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your shins. Just fold. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Now slide your hands to your hip crease. Press the sole of your foot into the ground. Reach up through the arms. And then sweep your arms back behind you. Hold onto the chair. This is our reverse plank. Shoulders squeeze together behind you. Lift your chest, your chin. Add in the bottom jaw going in front of the top teeth if you like. And just push your heart forward. I realize you can't talk with your teeth like that. Big breath in and out. We'll hold this one for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Release your arms back up. Lift your toes back up. We're coming back into our downward facing dog. Hinge at the waist. Reach out through the arms. Lift your chest up. Push away with the heels of your hands. The heel of your hands pushing out. We'll hold this one again. So just take your neck wherever it needs to go, down or forward. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold over your legs. Stretch down. Let your neck, your jaw, your shoulders soften. All right, good job. Slide your hands to your shins, up your knees to your thighs. As you do that, bring your right knee in. Give it a squeeze. Push out through your left heel. Lean back. So you let your shoulders go back and your head lift up. This is called broken wind pose or wind releasing pose. I always think that's funny, weird name for this pose. All right, now we're going to take it out to the side. So if this hurts your hip, don't do it. We're just going to open the knee to the right. An option is to take out your left arm. If you're finding it difficult, bring back the left foot to bend. If you want to keep it out, that just kind of stretches out the left leg. Now bring back the right knee, hug the shin once more. Good, and extend it out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, arms come up, bend the knee, and then we'll hold onto this shin. Bring it towards your left shoulder. Let your head rise. Good squeeze. If your right leg is straight, push out through the heel. If it's bent, push down into your heel of your foot on the ground. So it depends on how you are. Now let's open it out to the left. Option is to take your right arm out and hold on with the left hand to the knee. Nice job. All right, bring it back in. One more time, squeeze into the chest. Extend it out. Toes point up. Sweep your arms to the sky. And back to downward facing dog. We're going to push out through our palms of our hands again. Take your gaze straight ahead, down, in between your knees. Push out through your heels. We'll hold this for another 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Round, bring your hands to your shins and reach down. All right. When you're ready, we'll slide our hands up our legs, nice and slow. Bring your right knee back in. So for this time, we're going to rock the baby. So if you can hold the right foot with your left hand. If this doesn't feel good, just hold it and rock it from side to side. So you're welcome to do this or this. You're also welcome to put your feet anywhere if you want to move them around, whatever feels good to you. Just kind of getting into that hip. All right, good. Now we're going to let go of the right foot, but we're going to cross it at the ankle. So your toes are still pointing up, just crisscrossing the legs. Okay? So inhale the arms up. And now come into the downward facing dog shape with your ankles crossed. Push out through your hands, lift your head up, and then lean forward. Big breath in and out. All right, now we're gonna fold over our ankles that are crossed. And see if you can feel just a little bit more on that, maybe the right hip side. Right. We're gonna slide up our legs, keep the ankles bound, and come into a twist. Take your right hand behind you or hold onto the back of the chair, and then take your left arm forward. Just kind of rotate your body towards the right. Very good. Now come back through center, arms out to a T. Lift up your right knee and extend it back out. Arms float down, relax, and take a breath. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. I'm sorry, the soles of your feet and the bottoms of your feet into the floor. So feet flat. And then we'll inhale back up. Lift your toes off the ground so your toes point to your shins. Downward facing dog. Press out. We hold this for just a second. And then exhale, hands to shins. Deep forward fold. Now as we rise up, we'll bring the left knee in. Option is to hold the knee and swing it side to side, or hold the bottom of the foot and rock the baby, as they say, and rock it side to side. Good, and now we're gonna take the left ankle, cross it on top of the right. Keep sliding out of my chair. So hug your thighs together so you can squeeze in. Now inhale the arms back up. Come into your downward facing dog in the chair. Push out through your hands. Lift your chest up, lengthen the spine. Your right heel is kind of digging into the floor to keep you stable. Now let's fold over both legs. Nice and slow. Keep your legs bound to crisscross. Rise up. Take your left hand behind your right hand forward for the twist. Now back through center. Arms out. And uncross your legs. Press the soles of your feet into the ground. Reach up. Bend your knees. Tallest mountain pose. Straighten your spine. Maybe wiggle your sit so you can make sure you feel nice and stable. And then exhale into cactus arms and look up. Now re-extend your arms up to the sky and then hands to your knees. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Deep breath in and out here. Good, and now slide your hands to your hip crease and then bring your arms down. You're gonna move into a wide stance, so just toe heel your feet out, bringing your knees out wide. So we did a little bit of hip with the rocking of the baby. So let's work on the inner thigh here. So just take your right hand to your right knee and we'll just draw back your left shoulder some. And you can stay here for a breath or two, feel what's happening on the left side of your body. And we'll come back through center and we'll switch sides. Left hand to the left knee, right hand to the hip, rolling back your right shoulder. And now back through center. So was it last Friday we did the foot on the chair? This is similar to it. So take your inside of your right wrist, the right wrist inside of your right knee and draw it back. So see if you can use your arm to kind of push open that right inner thigh. You can add in the left arm reaching to the sky or holding onto the hip or the back of the head. And then nice and slow float in the other direction. So use your left wrist to hold open the left knee, and right arm can go wherever it feels appropriate. Back through center. See if you can straighten out your legs. My legs are super short, but see if you can lift your feet off the ground and maybe make some rotations, like a wide-legged kind of stance here in your chair. And then lower your feet down. And we're going to come into star pose. So sweep your arms out, lift your feet up. And then exhale it down. Inhale. And down. So stretch out. 2 more. We're gonna hold this one. Inhale, 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 hold. Exhale, exhale, exhale. And lean forward, come into a flat back. See if you can push. Your knees are probably gonna need to be bent unless you've got longer legs than me. And just push your chest straight ahead. So you wanna lengthen your head forward, or your spine long, and try to get it flat. Options are to stay here with your hands on your knees or reach your hands to the floor. You have something like a block or you have a pillow or something that you could put your hands on. You're always welcome to do those things. Now, we'll take 2 more deep cleansing breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Hands back to your knees if they're not there already. Lean back, shoulders over hips. Toe heel your feet together. Squeeze your thighs together. And then come up onto your tippy toes, like you're standing on your toes. Relax the shoulders down. We're gonna move into a thunderbolt-like shape. So toes to toes, tippy toes, squeezing the knees, and then lean into it. Shoot your arms out by your ears. Feel like a lightning bolt. Then exhale, lower the heels and bring your hands down. We do a couple of these. Inhale, lift the heels, arms up. And then exhale, down. Inhale. And exhale. You can start to move the arms back if that feels better to you. You can add in that sweeping arm motion. Coordinate, your heels go up and your arms go up. Your heels go down when your hands come down. And sometimes just coordinating these movements can be quite a task. All right, one more, we'll go up. And one more back. And then to neutral, hands to your heart center. All right. So if you're squeezing your thighs and that's hurting your low back, always know that you don't have to squeeze them, but just kind of feel the drawing in. They don't actually have to touch. They just have to kind of feel like they're not splaying out, right? We're gonna do another twist. Take your left hand, bring it across your right leg, and reach your right arm straight up to the sky. So what you're kind of doing is dropping the left shoulder, lifting the right. Push your feet into the ground. How's your breathing? Mine got a little labor there. I was like, ooh, I feel it more in the twist. All right, come back through center. Straight spine, heads up. And then we'll do to the other side. Right hand goes across your lap to the outside of your left leg. And then reach up with the left arm. Let your right shoulder drop and your left shoulder reach up. Lower down. Hands to your knees. Round like cat. Inhale, hands to your hip crease. Cow pose. All right, straight spine, arms up. And hands to your heart center. We're gonna lean forward and come on up to standing. So take your time, grab a sip of water if you need to. Meet me behind your chair. We'll start behind the chair today. With the chair right in front of us. All right. So fingertips on the chair, back of the chair. Well, we're going to do a little bit of a standing back bend here. We're going to step back with your right foot, step back with the right foot. Bend into your left knee and then lean back your head. Try not to like crank the neck back. You're not rolling it back. You're just pushing kind of the shoulders back. You'll feel a little tug in your low back. If it starts to ache, then don't do it. We'll start just bending in the right knee, lean back, and then straight. I'm sorry, that's your left knee. Bend into your left knee and straight. So when you bend, you may want to look up. And when you straighten your left knee, look forward. Little tiny movements, but boy, can you feel them in your back. Okay, good. Let's do a few more. All right. Now step your right foot in to meet the left. Stand nice and tall. Sweep your arms up, reach to the sky. So straighten the spine, maybe even clench in your glutes. Bring your belly in. Everything's engaged. And exhale, relax the arms. All right, now we'll step back with the right foot. So the left foot will be forward. And move into those breathing vinyasa. Bend into the knee. Bring your shoulders back. Look up. And straighten the knee, look forward. So bend and look up. Straighten and look forward. Just a little baby back bend. Done a lot of forward folds today, lots of back work. Be mindful. If it's too much, just back off. Just a few more here. All right, now we'll pause. Step the back foot to meet the right foot. Stand tall. Shoulders relax. And then we'll reach back up all the way out from the sides and up to the sky. Reach up. Squeeze your belly in, suck it in. Engage your core. Then release and let go. Arms come down. Bring your hands back to the top of the chair and step back into downward facing dog. We're going to give you a minute here to kind of explore, to hang out in your down dog because it might feel good now that we've done all those back bends. Push your hips out, away from your arms. Soften your knees. And then take notice of where your gaze would like to go. Do you want to look towards your hands, to the seat of the chair, under the chair, straight down, to your feet, to your knees, to where your belly button is? Because you'll feel different things depending on where your neck is looking, where your eyes are going. That is where you're going to feel muscles in your neck. Good. Now bend both knees pretty generously. Take your right hand to your left leg somewhere and then look underneath your left arm. Good. Now return your right hand to the chair. Straighten your legs, push back, really good stretch in the hamstrings. Now bend both knees again. Take your left hand to your right leg and look underneath your right arm. Good. Now bring your left hand back to the chair. Straighten your knees, push your hips back. Nice big stretch here. And we'll do that series one more time. Bend your knees a lot. Take your right hand to your left leg. Look underneath your left arm. Right hand back to the chair. Straighten your legs, push back. Nice big down dog. Bend your knees. Take your left hand to your right leg. Look underneath your right arm for the twist. And now take your left hand back to the chair, straighten your legs, push your buttocks back, big down dog. Nice job, guys. Now coming into high plank next. Lift your chest up, bring your heels off the ground and bring your hips towards the chair. Push down through your shoulders to your hands. Try to make your spine nice and long. Squeeze your glutes like we did in that tall mountain pose. Everything's hugging in. And then exhale, push it all back into the downward facing dog. Very good. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, rise up, high plank. Hips forward, heads lifting. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, roll in like an ocean wave. Lift up, stretch out. And back to downward facing dog. Rest here. Take a couple breaths here in your down dog. All right, when you're ready, we're going to lift back up into high plank, maybe not all the way, and just tiptoe your way to the chair. Stay up on your tippy toes, and then we're going to lower the heels and lift the feet. Rock up onto the toes, rock back, toes lift onto the heels. So find a gentle rock. Use the chair to help you with the balance. I mean, if you really want to go for it, you don't have to use the chair to hold on to, but I suggest it, it'll help you get a little more stable. I'm going to start bending the knees a little more, a little less if you need to. Nice. All right, let's do 1 more on the tippy toes, 1 more on the heels, and then pause and flat. Nice straight spine. See if you can feel that equilibrium kind of settle down. Now we're going to work on the glutes. So hold on to the chair. Bend your right knee behind you. Bring your right foot behind you. And then kick back and do a little pulse until you start to feel it right there in the backside. Good. Do 2 more. 1 and 2. Bring your feet down. Pause. Stand still. It's hard work. Now put weight into your right foot. Bend your left knee. Bring your foot behind you. And do a couple pulses back here on the left side. Very nice. All right. 1 more. And bring your feet down. Shake it out. Now we're just going to step back a little bit, not all the way back to like down dog, just so you have a little bit more length in your hands, your arms, so you can hold that. Now we're going to put weight into the left foot, bend the right knee behind you, and then see if you can kick out, but lean forward. Just kind of calm down. Maybe bend your elbows so you can get the right leg straight and push out through your right heel. And now we'll bring the right foot back down to meet the left foot. Now let's try the other side. Left foot rises, bring it behind you, and then lean into it. Now rise up, feet together. Now we're going to add on, if this doesn't work for you in your hips, just do what we just did. So all we're gonna do this change is bend the knee. So take weight into the left foot, bend your right knee behind you, and then keep the knee bent. So as if your foot is going up. And you can do those little pulses just like we did a second ago. Whew, now you really feel it. Or you can keep it straight. All right, when you're ready, return the right foot down, shake it out. Those are pretty intense. All right, here we go. Right foot stays on the earth, left knee bends, bring it back, and either keep the leg straight, option 1. Option 2 is to bend the knee and kind of push up that foot like you're kicking into the air. Still working the glute. Woo, baby. All right, let's bring that down. Shake it out. All right, toe heel your feet out wide. Let's do some, actually bring your feet back together. I want to do this one. Press into your feet nice and tall and lift your right foot out to the right side. And then bring it back in. Now lift it out and just bring it higher. This is getting the minimus, gluteus minimus. Yeah, I'm sure you can feel that one because I can feel it. All right, one more. And then cross your right ankle on top of your left. Remember we did this one in the chair. We crossed our ankles. Now take the right arm, reach it over to the left. Push your right hip towards the right side of the room. This is our side body stretch. Now lower the right hand, feet together. Let's do the other side. So left leg just kind of goes out. Couple of these little pulses out to the side. And ooh, I feel that. All right, now we're going to take it and bring the left ankle on top of the right, crossing the legs. And then you want to add on here, you reach the left arm up, over to the right side of the room. And then lower your left arm, uncross your legs. We'll do one more mountain pose. Reach all the way up, stretch. If you want to add on, you can come up onto your tippy toes. And then we'll exhale, soften, and just let it go. Nice and slow, make your way back to your seat. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Just settle in for a second. See if you can really actively press your feet down and let the shoulders relax. We'll do one more little mindful exercise here. Take the right hand out to the right side. Now follow it all the way across to the left. You take your left hand, hold the shoulder. An option is to look to the right or look straight ahead. We did a lot of legs and back. We didn't do a lot of shoulder. We didn't do a ton of shoulders today. So you need more shoulder work. Do a couple more shoulder rolls when we're done with class. And release your right arm. Maybe draw a circle in the air. That should feel good. Loosen it up. Relax the right arm. Take the left arm way out. Watch your thumb. Bring it all the way. Stare at your thumb all the way coming across your chest over here to the right. Take your right hand, hold the shoulder. And then you can look away from your thumb and you can look straight ahead or to the left. And now release that arm down. Take a big circle with the left arm. And then relax the left arm down. So we've done the sliding thumb meditation, or the kind of getting into your head a little bit. We're going to practice that again today. So you can see my hand. We're going to start. You can start with your right hand, left hand. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But you see how we got 4 fingers and a thumb. We're going to take the thumb to the crease of your index finger and then slide it up to the middle part and then to the tip of your finger and pause. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and pause. And then slide back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we move to the middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and pause. Slide down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to your ring finger. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch and pause. As 1, 2, 3, 4 to the finger crease. Move to your pinky finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's try the other hand. Okay. So we'll start. That little thumb goes towards the crease of your index finger. Sometimes I lose words. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Move to the next finger, your middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Now to your ring finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Pinky finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your exhale is 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now you guys try it on your own. I'm not going to count for you because my count may be off of your count. So you try doing your little finger slides on one hand at a time and then do the other one and see how it goes. And when you're done, just look at me. It takes concentration, doesn't it? It's interesting. So we'll finish out our practice. Sit back, close your eyes. We'll just take a couple deep cleansing breaths to relax. Just let your mind get nice and clear. Let your body relax into whatever you're sitting on. And then just be a silent observer of yourself. Take in a bigger inhalation and fill up your lungs to capacity. And then as slow as you can, let it go with your exhalation. Start making movements again in your body, maybe by rocking your head, squeezing your toes in, curling your toes in, or spreading your toes apart. Stretching out your arms, your legs, and just take a big stretch wherever it is needed in your body. And we'll end our practice bringing our hands to Anjali Mudra. It was an honor and a pleasure to practice with you guys this morning. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. We never know what people are going through. So lean on the side of kindness, on the side of compassion and love. Namaste.